Hey, good morning, cryptos. Crypto community. Aquí está Ángel, Gallito de la Sierra, a.k.a. Crypto Keeper. Gracias por liking my channel. Aquí nomás tomándome un licuadito. Check it out. Es que ya la panza la tengo todavía acá explotada. The stretch marks are looking like tiger scratch, So, tengo que echarle un poquito de licuadito porque ya la güey me está diciendo, cálmate, estás tragando mucho de steaks. Y las papas y todas esas fritas y de las cheeseburgers y todo el winito con la ketchup en la tortilla. Es taking me, carnal. Es hitting me my pancita now. So ya me tienen en puros licuaditos. Ahí estamos, ok. So, what's happening with cryptocurrency? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. There's a lot of happenings. El gobierno ahorita está terco que quiere controlar cripto. Lo del Senado también están tercos, hey, tienes que hacer algo, gobierno. Ponte trucha, estos de cryptocurrency. Hay mucho que tú estás diciendo, Mr. Chief Securities Exchange Commissioner Chief. Le está echando lumbre a todo esto. Y hay varios que no quieren que cryptocurrency controle la economía. There's a lot of that happening. Now, the other day, I mentioned in my video, and I found out a little later, that the Walmart news about accepting Litecoin turned out to be fake. But here's a very interesting reaction to how cryptocurrencies react to any kind of news. And I can't put my finger on it, so I'm asking all of you professionals out there, all of you subject matter experts, all of you who maybe have a little bit more of knowledge and time spent on researching, why does the market move based on current news? So the news with Walmart, when that came out, about a minute later, Litecoin and Bitcoin and a few other altcoins reacted to it in a positive manner. Y brincaron, brother. Brincaron como una liebre cruzando el puente. Y they skyrocketed. Litecoin went from like $180 to like $233. That's like a $50 jump. Bitcoin reacted to the Walmart news by $2,500 in a matter of a split second. Boom! It jumped that high. And then a minute later, when the news was debunked, because it was debunked like very quickly. And I mean, that's how fast news travels, and that's how fast news gets debunked. Or if it was true, by now you would have still been hearing about it. And by now, these coins, specifically Litecoin, because it had to do more with Litecoin, would have been probably at like the $300 mark. Easy at the $300 mark. But it wasn't true. And because it wasn't true, a minute later it fell back to its 180. What I want to know is what causes it. If cryptocurrency doesn't have a mind of its own, it feels like it does. Well, who is that mind? That's the people. And I haven't really dug deep into why does a market like that react? What caused the coin to just go up by $50 in a matter of a minute and then drop $50 the next minute? Like, what caused the coin to do that? We did, the people. So I don't understand. Like, that's the part I just don't understand. I don't know. I can't pinpoint the actual reasons. Because by the same token, when the news came out of El Salvador adopting and legalizing Bitcoin as their legal currency, right? As their preferred legal currency. That is big news, carnal. I mean, that is huge news. Kudos to El Salvador. I am so happy that it was un país de Latinoamérica to be the first. I love that. I love that no one can take that away. Latin American country to be the first to legalize cryptocurrency and Bitcoin for that matter as their legal tender. Love it that it was one of the Latin American countries. So kudos to El Salvador. Now, when that news came out, as great news as that is, why didn't Bitcoin jump 10, 15, 20,000? Because I would have expected, and a lot of people expected that it would, and it didn't. And so you got to ask yourself, you just got to ask yourself the $1 million question is, what causes these cryptocurrencies when big news like that, like the Walmart, that's big news. If Amazon news came out, that was debunked. There was some news about that. That didn't have too much effect to the market, to be honest with you. Elon Musk, the Tesla news with the Bitcoin, that had an impact. So the Tesla news with the Bitcoin had an impact on Bitcoin, or at least they associate that Bitcoin went up to $68,000 or $64,000 when it was there about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months now. They associate that increase on Bitcoin with that news. They correlate the increase of Bitcoin with Elon Musk's tweets about accepting Bitcoin for Tesla cars as a legal payment for Tesla cars. Y luego como a week later, whatever, se echó para atrás el vato. Well, the market reacted to that. But the market for Bitcoin didn't react to El Salvador. Why? That's the complexity of cryptocurrency. And you got to be able to stomach this volatility. You got to be able to stomach it, because if not, you get a bad taste in your mouth and you just jump out. A lot of people do that. They jump out. My brother-in-law, he jumped out. Este camarada estaba comprando Litecoin, Ethereum, a little bit of Bitcoin. He had these coins back 5 years ago. But in that same year, he sold it all of it. And then he hasn't even been in crypto for the last 3 years. So think about it. Just 3 of those coins that I've just mentioned, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Mi cuñadillo, because he's a lot younger than me, he's a kid back then, 22 years old, I think he was. He was messing around with this stuff. And he didn't keep it. I don't think he was playing around with it. And I just had a talk with him, because he knows I've been in crypto for a while. But he's going through this very depressive guilt trip, because we calculated and we did the math, and I said, dude, you would have had like $3.8 million worth of crypto right now if you would have just held it. And he said, how much? 3.8 million. We did the math on all of it. I looked at his wallet. I looked at his sold transactions, and he had like thousands of Litecoin, because Litecoin at that time, it was pennies, man. So he had like 1,200 Litecoin. He had like 800 Ethereum. Can you believe that? 800 Ethereum. And I think he had like 4 Bitcoin or something like that. But even then, that's a lot, man. Right now, that amount, más de 3 millones. Más de 3 millones, and he's under 30 years old. That's what cryptocurrency does. Very volatile. Lots of news. Some of it, most of it fake. So, you know what? I'm just going to leave you with that. If you know, or you have more research, I'd like to know. Why don't you drop me a comment? Tell me, send me somewhere. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. why when news, whether fake or not, tends to influence the market. What causes that? Because cryptocurrency doesn't have a mind of its own. So how does the market, what makes the market go up or what makes the market not go up, go down? Like, what is it? And yeah, I'm talking about news specifically. I'm talking about like if the president of the United States came out and said, hey, Americans, we are creating our own cryptocurrency coin. It's going to be called the Eagle, and the Eagle is going to be the new currency of this country. We will be moving away from fiat. The American dollar will be remembered for a piece of paper that is worthless and has no value, and and it decreases over time in value, right? Because that's the reality, that's the truth. Your $10,000 that you have saved in your bank 5 years, today those $10,000 are worth less because of inflation. So that currency, no good. Crap. So that's if the president came out and said that, and he said we're going to transfer everything over into your crypto coin, your American Eagle coin, right? With that news, just the news itself, and the minute it hits, like cryptocurrency, just boom, it reacts. What causes that reaction in a matter of a minute? I mean, it's not like people jump in and buy a lot more. It's like something happens. That's kind of what the understanding I want to have. So I'm leaving this one up to you all. If you can help me, guide me, drop me a comment, send me, hey Angel, this is my thoughts of what happens. I'd really enjoy that. I like reading your guys' comments. Thank you. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe. Pretty soon I'm going to be bringing a little bit more in-depth conversations about specific projects, protocols, DEXs, dApps. I'll talk a little bit more about the kind of research that I do, and just give you a little bit more that you can kind of use for your own knowledge and your own understanding. But if you're not in crypto, I suggest get in it. The window of opportunity is very, very small, and you'll see that by next year, prices of where they're at today will not be the same of where they'll be at then. So enjoyed quick little video just on those points, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Aquí el Gallito de la Sierra checking out. Saludos a todos ustedes. Kikiriki.